Assalamu alaikum. I welcome you to another video of Light Within. I hope my sound is clear. So this another chapter with the Sufi tales. So let's have a look at this chapter first, then we will talk about it. It's in another beautiful chapter, chapter number 9. So it reads, its title is Horns and Trier. A cow had two long pointed horns on her head. A person asked her, "Why do you have these horns on your head?" The cow replied, "I have a trier in my head, and these horns protect that trier. But your real trier is your milk." Okay, this is the one. Actually, I thought maybe they are putting the man replied, but it's in the end. But your real treasure is milk. You are milked every single day, and you do not resist at all, replied the person. So the treasure is the individual rational mind. Horn to be restrictive to the individual rational mind. Milk is collective wisdom. These are the hints, by the way. Collective wisdom, higher consciousness, higher self, where individual rational mind needs to be directed to. So this rational mind needs to be directed to here. Being milked, living in one's restrictive mind, unaware that the opportunities to develop wisdom and higher consciousness are being lost. So this is the graphic. The same man is milking it because the costume is same, and same man is telling this cow that you are being milked, you are being cheated, you are losing the real treasure. So another beautiful description or graphic matching with the storyline. So it's another beautiful story, Sufi tale from Malik Sahab, in which he is trying to tell us that we are being milked. We means we are the cows, and who is milking us? Our surrounding, our conditioning, our own frame of mind, because we have likes, dislikes, hates, loves, and all these things based on whatever we are being told, whatever we are fed with the social media in these days, and some other external factors. So we are being milked. Our real treasure is our openness. This is what I understand from this chapter, that once we are open to the cosmos, to the universe, to everything, and we don't judge anything incoming. Like if I see something, if I don't, like for example, Malik Usman Sahab has coined or has created or has written this story, this tale. How he has written it? Because every day we see cows and sheep and all the cattle roaming around, grazing, playing, jumping, running. So why this story did not come to us? Because we are not open. We are just saying this is their limit. So we are not metaphorically assigning them anything which should be assigned. So this our rational mind, we think is our treasure, and I understand that it is the real treasure, but the problem is that restrictive mind, not open. I remember one saying from some video I saw in the YouTube, that a person was saying that mind is like a parachute. Once you open it, it will save you. If you do not open it, it is going to hit you in the ground and you will end up being dead. So restrictive mind is very self-destructive, I would say, in some senses. I can also prove that with my logic in some way, but it's not like 100% correct. But openness, rationality, logic, wisdom actually comes when you are open. If you are not open, the wisdom is not there. Maybe you have the data and knowledge, but wisdom is not there. So we need to differentiate between knowledge and wisdom. Wisdom is beyond our comprehension. Like in Quran, Allah says that we have given you hikmah, that wisdom. Wisdom is something which is not produced by rational mind, but if the mind is tuned to certain frequencies, and it can only be tuned once we are open. When we are open, we are receiving these frequencies. Otherwise, frequencies are generated with the conditioning which we have. So it is very open. I hope up to some extent I am able to share my understanding and my thoughts of the chapter. I got like 1 or 2 minutes, so I will try to bring one more example of what I mean by this openness. Openness means that we should listen to any criticism, any talk by any individual with open mind. Let everything come to us, and then we should rationalize it. And that also, we should not rationalize it based on the available information, because our mind is designed in such a way that it is arrogant in some way. Not in all the ways, but in some way we think that we are going to topple other person by our logic and by our sweetness and by our sharpness, and we are clever and all these things. So once we ground ourselves, then we are going to receive that wisdom, and then we are going to act accordingly, and then we will be able to receive it. And it can be put in another way, that in order to, because actually this example is in Quran as well. So the God is saying that it is raining all across, in the forest, in deserts, in the fields, in the rocks. So this rain is having the same content everywhere, but wherever the soil is plowed or soil is worked upon. Sorry, there was some small disturbance, so I hope that I am going to say the same things, because I was talking about this rain. So rain is only effective where the ground is prepared. So once the ground is conducive, the rain will do its magic, and this grass and greenery and life, green is normally represented with life itself. So we need to, this wisdom is everywhere. All this universe is full of wisdom. It is acting as per the wisdom. So we just need to tune in to be open to every possibility, so that wisdom, when it comes here, it will sit and it will be part of our
consciousness, and this is how it will grow. If we are restricted, actually I will tell you something which I read like 15 years back, 20 years back, and I could not make any sense of that thing. Maybe it's a saying, or it's a verse, it's poetry or proverb or something like that. So, but now sometime if I read something, it takes me back to the past where I read those things and I could not understand. But now I read those things with all the years of doing certain things, gaining knowledge and all these things, even though I don't have any knowledge. So now these things make sense to me. So this is and what I'm trying to say is that knowledge was there all along. This saint was having the knowledge all the time, but I was the one who could not extract that wisdom from it because I was incapable of doing it. So what Malik Sahib is saying, that wisdom is there. You just need to sharpen your tool to get it. It's all there. It's waiting for you. So we just need to be open, and rational mind should be attached. Now rational mind is confined, right? Restrictive. So it should be attached to the openness, and then wisdom will flow from all the directions, and it will pave the way for us to lead a good and healthy life. So I think it is about time that I should end this video here. Inshallah, next video I will make once they are uploading, because there is a page of their Facebook, Darul Hikmatul Haldia. They are uploading and they are now working on different books. Actually, they are producing this Sufi tales based on Hikayat Osmani, and then now they are going to the Pashto version of it. Maybe I will do some Pashto videos as well for the audience. I am actually improving myself by doing this video, otherwise I am not reading these things. So at least I am sharing with you my understandings. Maybe it will help some people to grow in their life, and I wish you all the best, and take very good care of yourself. Have a healthy life, have a beautiful life, and be in charge of yourself. So I will end this. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May peace be with all of you always, all the time. Bye.